He makes a great point. Teofimo Lopez, whenever he has been the underdog, it's been 2 fights.
Right.
He has fought the best fights of his career. And is the Shakur who beat Zepeda just now good enough to beat the Teo who beat Lomachenko, right? Or does Shakur need to find another gear to beat that
That's
Teo?
the thing. It's going to be a chess match. It has to be a chess match. They both are smart fighters. They're both great fighters. They both are proven fighters. They have a great resume in front of them. So we're going to find out who has the goods that night.
And with Shakur Stevenson being defensive-minded first, Teofimo Lopez can feint, and Shakur Stevenson is going to naturally take that full step to half step back, shrinking his real estate. I think Teofimo Lopez can keep feinting him into position where he wants him. And Teofimo Lopez can then strike with combinations, with great power, with his accuracy, his boxing ability, his punch selection, and his IQ.
Max Kellerman is officially sounding the alarm, and his latest breakdown has the boxing world in a frenzy. While most analysts view Shakur Stevenson as an untouchable defensive ghost, Kellerman is bluntly explaining why that elite aura is about to be shattered. He's not just calling this a tough fight, he's calling it a strategic disaster for Stevenson. According to Max, Shakur isn't just facing another opponent, he's walking into a stylistic trap designed by the one man with the equalizers to solve his puzzle. This isn't just a prediction, it's a warning. And if Kellerman is right, we are about to witness the most shocking upset in modern boxing history.
Doing great, man.
In the face-off, what did you see in his eyes when you looked at him? All that talk, but what did you see in the eyes? The eyes don't lie.
Yeah, you know, he knows he's in there. He's in there with Teofimo. But we'll see more when we get to fight week.
Talk to me about this fight. Were there any concessions you had to make, any stipulations that are of interest? Is there a rematch clause in this?
No rematch clause. We risk it all the time. No need for a rematch clause.
Talk to us a little bit about what this fight means for you and your legacy.
Oh my goodness, man, this thing means everything to me. This is just another fighter, another column into my own pedigree, to my own style. This is what it is, you know, and what better way than here at Madison Square Garden. This will be number 10 fighting here in the Mecca. This will be number 5 in the big room. So I'm very blessed, I'm very thankful, and nevertheless, man, I want more. Let's see who we get after this. We just got to keep it going, man. We're not even in our prime yet.
The core of the problem lies in a technical glitch that most people overlook. While Shakur is a master of distance, Max Kellerman points out that Teofimo Lopez possesses what he calls physical and technical equalizers. Think back to the legendary Roy Jones Jr. Moving around a defensive genius like James Toney, Jones didn't just outpunch him, he used angles with his feet to move into spaces that shouldn't exist. Teofimo has that same rare ability. He doesn't just come forward, he steps around guys, creating ghost angles that can disrupt a pure counterpuncher like Shakur. Kellerman's analysis suggests that because both men are natural counterpunchers, someone will eventually be forced to take the lead. If that person is Teofimo, his unconventional footwork might actually bother Shakur in ways a standard pressure fighter never could.
So anyway, technical fight. Let's see what Shakur is going to show up. I hope it's the Shakur that fought William Zepeda, you know, but we're ready for anything. You know, Teofimo Lopez brings excitement to the sport. Every time he comes to fight, he comes to fight. So you already know what he does. You know, Madison Square Garden, he's the best when he's the underdog. And, you know, just to put it out there, we never lost to any southpaw in his whole career. And I'm talking about the amateurs, over 200 fights. We never lost to southpaw. This guy's not going to be the number one.
But there's a darker side to this matchup that's surfacing in the 2026 press tours. In a recent press conference that went viral, Teofimo made a chilling claim, suggesting that standard boxing hasn't worked on Shakur, so he might have to resort to what he called illegal tactics just to land a clean shot. While Max Kellerman found the comment hilarious, it points to a very real frustration that Shakur causes. However, experts like Antonio Tarver see a strategic opening here.
Man, it's going to be a super fight. I think for the winner goes the spoils. You know what I mean? They're going to get up on that pound for pound list. But how they get there, I don't know, bro. We got the technical fighter against a real unpredictable fighter like Teofimo Lopez. The kid got good footwork in and out, and he like to jump in with them right hands and hooks, and you know, that's how he get his guy on balance. But Shakur Stevenson, man, if he lead with that jab and control him, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I can see the boxer outboxing Teofimo all night, and I can see Teofimo counterpunching with a lot of success. So it's whoever really force their style and force their game on the other guy. But it's going to be a hell of a fight, no matter what.
Who you got winning?
Smart money on the boxer, but anything can happen when you get two guys that talented and with everything at stake. So sometimes greatness rise to the occasion.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy? I got a game.
Hey man, you know what? If it goes under the distance, I think Teo have landed something crazy. And if it goes to decision, I think, Shakur Stevenson had his way.
Tarver noted that if Stevenson is pushed onto his back foot or trapped against the ropes, Teofimo's combination punching becomes the ultimate kryptonite. It's not about landing one big shot, it's about the sheer volume and speed of Teofimo's hands in close quarters, something Shakur hasn't had to navigate at this elite level.
I think Shakur, of course, is the better technical fighter. I think Teo is very athletic, very explosive, got good pop. It's a tough one to pick. It's a tough one to pick. I think this fight, they're both going to bring the best out of each other because Shakur got to be on point. But Teo know with Shakur, he got to be on point. But if I had to pick, a gun to my head, I had to pick. Because Teo fights to the level of his competition. Like they may look and say he lost the game. Okay, he did lose the Gamboses. But I don't know. But sometimes when I ain't think he had a chance in the world of beating Lomachenko, but he proved me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor, he crushed the way he beat Josh Taylor. So Teo fights to the level the way he's been looking lately. Me personally, I don't like it the way he's been looking lately. But you can never count Teo out because he fights the level of his competition. So you can never count him out. But Shakur is tough to deal with. Shakur is sharp, man. He's tough to deal with. Very good technically. If he just lets his hands go a little more, it's gonna be. I just can't wait to see it. This is one of them fights. I'm gonna be sitting on the edge of my seat. Like, I just can't wait to see it. I can't wait. Can't get here fast enough. But both guys are phenomenal. I just can't wait to see it.
Do you think it'll be a good fight? Some people say it's not going to be a good fight, but
no, I think it's going to be
curious. It'll be. I think
it's going to be a good. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, especially if Shakur turn it up. If he turn up the heat, it's going to be a great fight.
When we talk about illegal tactics, it's not just hype. Teofimo has been caught on camera discussing the use of excessive clinch work, forearm raking, and rabbit punches behind the head to disrupt Shakur's rhythm.
You seen the uppercut?
I saw his uppercut to the body. He got stolen after he. Hey, hold on.
Because y'all ain't paying attention to what Barboza do. Right here. He gonna get him on the ropes. Here you go. Watch uppercut. Boom. Right there in
he
between.
did catch you.
Right there in between.
But he feeling saucy though. Look.
Yeah, for sure.
Look. He got caught.
For sure. That's nice.
If he's doing that to you, bro, come January 31st.
He's gonna do the tactics that he's been doing. So he may do some weird kind of. Will it bother me? No, but what I really do want, I want the judges to pay attention to the actual who's landing what, instead of paying attention to this, all that.
Now that was good to say because he started doing that after the uppercut.
Yeah.
That I missed, and all I saw was the dancing. Yeah. And you know what I feel? That he got the best of that situation.
Yes, for sure.
Because I didn't have the eye to catch that uppercut and the little stuff he was doing.
I want the judges to pay attention. Okay, what landed and what did.
It sounds desperate, but in a high-stakes chess match where one man is a ghost, sometimes you have to burn the board to win. This isn't just a rumor. Shakur himself responded to these threats, mocking Teofimo for admitting he can't hit him fairly. But as Kellerman points out, Teofimo is a gambler in the ring. He's willing to take a point deduction if it means landing the one shot that changes Shakur's life forever. This mental warfare is designed to make Shakur second-guess his own safety, dragging him out of his technical shell and into a dogfight he isn't prepared for.
What's Shakur's biggest weakness?
I think Shakur's biggest weakness is choosing me to fight me. Yeah, I don't think he should. I think he made a mistake trying to fight me.
How so? Because you're dangerous?
I'm the best that there will ever be. I'm the best that there'll ever be. And I mean that.
Is this the biggest fight of your career? Will this mean more to you than the win of a Lomachenko, which arguably is the biggest win of your career?
I think I'm in a position now. Every fight that I face, any fighter that I face, will be the biggest fight of my career moving forward.
Big fights only.
That's what we like to see. I think that's what the fight fans love to see and want to tune into. And this is what I'm all about. I represent Make Boxing Great Again, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start it off this year, 2026, like that, against Shakur Stevenson, who is arguably the best defensive fighter. And I'm looking forward to show everybody that he is not what they say he is.
The psychological gap between these two is becoming impossible to ignore. On one side, you have Shakur Stevenson, a man under immense pressure to protect a perfect legacy. He's the undefeated star, the one everyone expects to win. On the other side, you have Teofimo Lopez, a wild card who seems to thrive when his personal life is in chaos and the world counts him out. With rumors of a $20 million plus deal backed by the Ring 6 mega fund, the stakes have never been higher. Max breaks it down simply. Shakur is fighting to protect everything, while Teofimo is fighting with the abandon of a man who has far more to gain. We've seen Special Teo show up for Lomachenko and Josh Taylor when the world said he'd lose, and Kellerman believes that version of Lopez is exactly the monster that eats technicians for breakfast.
Game. And what this speaks to, and this is a boxing show, boxing is fundamentally exploitative. I get this as a fan. It's a guilty pleasure. I get it, right? And usually it's fans and networks exploiting fighters, right? We say, we want to see you in blood and guts fights, which risks their health for the rest of their life, to entertain us. And Floyd flipped the script. He said, no. Instead of fans and networks exploiting me, I'm going to exploit the fans and networks, right? But Ryan's right. It's not good for the fans. It's good for the fighter. It's just not good for the fans.
I just, knowing everybody, all the 50 opponents you put in front of me, other than Conor McGregor, I beat them all. All of them.
He beat Conor.
No, but I'm just saying, because I don't think he's a real fighter. And it's like, and you could say when you fought him or when you didn't fight him, when we did fight, you lost.
Hey, Jose Luis Castillo, that first fight.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, but the fact that Pacquiao could even compete, Floyd will tell you that's a tough fight. Yeah. The fact that Pacquiao, at his size, one day could compete with Floyd like that. Right. I can't.
That's special. That's special. That is
Any
special.
other beef on there? You mentioned Andre Ward.
I think maybe Marquez could be a little higher.
Another expert who agrees with Kellerman's opinion on Teofimo beating Shakur is Gary Antuanne Russell. The Maryland boxer believes that this is a 50-50 fight, with both fighters having an equal chance going into this fight. However, Teofimo could edge past Shakur solely because he's bigger and the more explosive fighter. He also shared a surprising opinion about Teofimo's approach to this clash, explaining that the takeover would be careful throwing punches at Shakur, giving him a slight edge against the defensive technician.
It's 50-50. In order for you to participate in this sport, you gotta have a high level of confidence. I feel like both of them has a high level of confidence, Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, but styles make fights. Naturally, I think Teofimo Lopez is stronger than Shakur. Naturally, I think he has more athleticism than Shakur, and he got a good IQ on the sport itself. But Shakur, I feel like he's a more smarter fighter. He's a more technical fighter. I'm not saying that he's a square or he's just a textbook fighter, but he's seasoned, he's poised. I feel like mentally he's more mature. Like, he don't go outside of the boundaries on taking risks. So a lot of times you'll see him fight somebody that could be stiff competition, and it'll wind up being a born fight to a degree. That's why everybody was criticizing him for, oh, he's a born fighter. He's a careful fighter. And I feel like with Teofimo Lopez, he's going to be a careful fighter. Just because he's a careful fighter doesn't mean that he isn't punctual with how he do things. I think Shakur, he got a lot of this arsenal that he can use to make him be victorious as well as Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? So it's a 50-50 fight, and it depends on what fighters show up the night of the fight. You know, but if I had to give you my whole honest truth, if Teofimo Lopez show up and is ready to fight just like how he fought Lomachenko, he'll win.
If that proves to be the case, we could expect Shakur to have a tougher time against Teofimo, who is known for his explosiveness and speed.
So if you were coaching Teofimo Lopez or a fighter like Teo, how do you get past that defense? How do you beat a Shakur Stevenson?
Well, the thing you have to remember about defensive fighters is that they are looking to set up a counter. That's what most defensive fighters do anyway. And he can't wait for those things to happen. He has to be busy and he has to be tenacious. That's how he can stay ahead of the defense. Because if you make me miss once, you make me miss twice. If I throw 5 more, it's very difficult to make me miss 8 punches.
Definitely.
So you have to stay busy and you have to stay on your man. You have to give him no chance to breathe.
And no time to think as well, right?
Exactly, and no time to, to correlate what you might do next. So we don't want that to happen. You have to stay ahead of that game.
Adding fuel to the fire is a recent backstage confrontation with Gervonta Tank Davis that has fans questioning Shakur's focus.
Tank is the face of boxing, and he get a lot of knockouts that people kind of making it like, if you ain't doing what Tank doing, then they gonna say it's boring. Do you feel like it's because of how his style is that they've kind of putting that on you, like wanting you to do that?
People is blessed with different ability. He's blessed with a God-given ability that he crack you 9 times out of 10, you gonna go down. That's his ability. I'm blessed with God-given eyes. A lot of people don't understand how good my eyes is. I can see really good. Like punches come my way, I know how to get away from them at any given time. Our abilities are just different, so they probably are judging me from a scale of him, but at the end of the day, he's a great fighter. He's a special fighter, but I'm special in my own right.
During the press tour, Tank and Shakur had a heated exchange that many believe was a deliberate distraction. If Shakur is already looking past Teofimo toward a massive unification with Tank, he might be missing the red flags right in front of him. Even more concerning is Shakur's recent style shift. After years of being criticized as boring, his dominant win over William Zepeda saw him standing in the pocket and trading more than ever. While it won him new fans, Kellerman warns that this newfound aggression could be his downfall. Standing in the pocket with a counterpuncher as explosive as Teofimo is a gamble that could see Shakur's undefeated record offed in a single round.
If he attacks Shakur in spurts, now once again it has to be controlled chaos, not just chaos. If he attacks Shakur in spurts, now what I mean by that, let me give you an example. If he goes at Shakur and he punches and he throws 4 to 5 punches, he closes the distance, he get up on Shakur, close the distance, then we get there. Work, boom, 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 boom. Let his hands go. Naturally, Shakur is going to be on the defensive. Shakur don't want a motherfucking be right there. Shakur might give you a little fake counter, 1 punch, but you threw 5. You threw 5. He only threw 1, maybe 2. Physically, you're touching him more than he's touching you. The judges and shit pay attention to that. You know, he can push Shakur on the back foot and make Shakur fight defensively depending on his attacks. It has to be, like I say, he got to do it in spurts. Take them first half rounds. When he fought Lomachenko, if he fights Shakur the way that he fought Lomachenko, that would somewhat poke holes in Shakur's game as far as allowing him to dictate the ring, dictate the revenue of the ring. You know, he have to mash the gas, like I say, in spurts. Push Shakur on the defensive, make him want to be defensive, make him question when he punches. And another thing, he has the ability to hurt Shakur too. I don't believe Shakur has the ability to hurt him.
The physical equalizers Kellerman mentions are Teofimo's raw athleticism and explosive power, which are simply on a different tier than anyone Shakur has faced in the lower weight classes. At 140 pounds, Teofimo is the naturally bigger, stronger man. Antonio Tarver emphasizes that Teofimo is a live underdog because he's a gambler who isn't leery of taking chances. While Shakur fights a stiff and seasoned game, never stepping outside the boundaries, Teofimo fights free. He doesn't have a set style. He does whatever it takes to win. If Stevenson's hands, which have been brittle in the past, don't hold up in a brutal fisticuff, his defensive masterclass will crumble under the weight of Teofimo's relentless combinations.
I think it's really that time for him to really take his first loss and, me whoop his ass to the point where either he quits on the stool or I knock him out. How I see this fight being played out is with me pretty much setting that momentum for the people out there as well. Not really trying to force for it. However, I can't be too technical with Shakur. You gotta make it a little ugly. You gotta make it a little ugly. If you try to be too technical with Shakur, it could be too long of a weighted chess match. Certain people don't want to see that. They don't want to see pop shots. You know what I mean? They want to see good action. I have yet to see, and I think you could attest with me, I don't think we have seen Shakur face anyone higher than who he's going to face next, and that's of me. So, I definitely, commend him at least for stepping up to the plate. But I think it's time. I think it's really that time for him to really take his first loss and, me whoop his ass to the point where either he quits on the stool or I knock him out.
You really believe that, because everyone will say, oh man, Shakur is probably one of the best defensive fighters in the game. You really believe you can stop Shakur Stevenson?
Yes.
Ultimately, this January 31st clash is a collision of mindsets. It's a chess match where the board is on fire. Is Shakur too smart for his own good, or has Teofimo finally found the glitch in the defensive matrix? Max Kellerman is leaning toward the upset, betting on the man who fights with nothing to lose over the man who has everything to protect. As the dust settles at Madison Square Garden, only one of these era-defining talents will be left standing. The question is, will it be the master of defense or the man who knows how to break the rules to win? We'll leave that to you to decide. Do you think Teofimo Lopez has any chance of beating Shakur? Will Shakur's defensive shield let him down against the explosive and powerful Teofimo? Let us know in the comments. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch up with you in the next video.